Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm feeling not motivated and just want a new life. And I know you can change your life just like that, but if you're not doing anything to change your life, you're not going to get the life you want. So here's me being proactive. I did post a couple TikToks today about just like seeing how far I've actually come and acknowledging that I have grown and I am a better person and I'm slowly evolving and learning my lessons. So, anyways, if you're new here, my name is Shelby and this is my YouTube channel, which a lot of you are new here because I get like 4 views every video, which is totally okay. Like, I enjoy doing this. I love creating, I love getting my voice out there, and I love practicing getting better at speaking and being a good speaker because I pride myself on being well spoken. Sometimes I like trip over my words and I'm like, what did I just say? And then I just confuse myself. But, anyways, today I want to talk about living the same week over and over and over again and feeling like you're stuck and you can't change your life because you don't know how to. I'm still navigating getting there, but I'm slowly starting to take the steps in order to get into a new life and be a better person and just start to enjoy creating for myself. And it didn't start to change for me until I changed and made that first step. Like the first thing for me was actually losing weight because I was stuck in this mindset, the victim mindset, which is such a terrible mindset to be in because you just feel sorry for yourself for every little thing. You're like, well, I had a bad day, I can go get ice cream, or I had a bad day, I'm gonna go get a sub from Jersey Mike's that's 1,000 calories, or I can do this and that. And like that's okay every once in a while, but for me personally, I was starting to do that like almost every single day. I was going out to like the sub shops, the Chick-fil-A, Qdoba, all the fast food chains, and I was just eating out like 4 or 5 times a week, and that's why I gained so much weight. And so the first step for me to change my life and to change the trajectory of my health and well-being was to stop eating fast food and start making meals here at home. I'm so big into yogurt bowls. I think they're such a filling, high protein, high um or low calorie meal. I put blueberries, granola, and a plain Greek yogurt, and I eat that at like 11 o'clock every morning. And I have lost like 40 pounds over the span of like 6 months because of that. Like I've just been so consistent in eating at home. And I couldn't see it until I looked back at my drafts and I saw this video of myself and I was 40 pounds heavier. I was like, at the time I was training for a marathon and I still am. And I was just wondering why I couldn't run, but I had so much weight on me and now I run so much easier because I'm like 40 pounds lighter because I decided to that day going forward, I was going to change my life. And the first step was eating healthy and stopping eating out and getting fast food because that's like the number one reason you're gaining weight is because you're eating junk that's not good for your body. Like one of my good friends, Allie Siegel, she said you can't outwork your diet no matter how hard you try because it's like the food that you eat just sits in your stomach. Like you could be, I mean, it's different if you have like you're an ultra marathon and you're running 50 miles and you're eating all this food. Like that's different, but you're because you're burning all those calories. But if you're an average, everyday, normal human being, you're not going to outwork your diet if you're eating more calories than you're getting out. So, anyways, that was long-winded, but that was the first thing for me was figuring out my weight and truly eating better, working out better, and just doing everything a little bit better so that I could get rid of those pounds that I just kept my freaking lighting that I was just holding on to my body. So, yeah. And going back to the victim mindset, I just feel like a lot of us are in the victim mentality where we just feel like everything's going wrong for us and we're not looking at what's going right. And when you start to see what's going right in your life, it really helps you kind of pinpoint where there are actual problems like like that keep popping up in your life. Because if you're constantly sitting there in the negatives, you're going to feel like there's nothing good going for you when in reality, you're working out, you have a good job, whatever it might be. Like, there's definitely something going right in your life that you can kind of latch onto and ride with. Because once you start really being more positive, like everything else just like kind of falls into place. And that started with me with my weight. I started to like really change my energy and change how I looked at my body, and it really changed the way I took care of my body. And it's such a weird thing. Like I haven't realized it, and honestly, until right now, that when I was constantly telling myself I'm big, I'm fat, I'm this and that, like that was not true. But now I'm constantly telling myself I'm losing weight, I'm working out, I'm eating healthy, I'm doing better for my body, my cells are happy, I'm healthy. Like I just wake up with that mindset of I'm healthy, and there's nothing that's going to tell me otherwise that makes me feel like I'm not healthy. And it has launched me forward in my wellness with my body. Do I still drink? Yes. Do I still eat fast food sometimes? Yes. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Nobody's perfect. I will enjoy a couple 20 good boys on a weekend. Like, don't get me wrong. I still do those things, but I do have a healthy balance. Whereas in the weekdays, I'm eating super clean, super healthy, and I'm working out Monday through Saturday. And that might not be feasible for everyone, but that works for me because I am training for a marathon, so I need to put those miles on my feet, and that Monday through Saturday schedule works well for me because I rest Sunday and I go out Saturday. So that's just like if I totally took away like going out and having fun, I would not be happy and I would be like depressed and I'd go right back to square one of being in that victim mindset. So, anyways, when you put into perspective of what you're doing well, you truly start to get rid of the problems that are in your life. And I put the air quotes problems because there really aren't as many problems as you might think. I love this quote and I love this TikTok and video that someone posted. It was if someone put all of their problems into a bowl and put your problems in a bowl, would you reach into that bowl and grab out their problems and go with what they're going through versus what you're going through? Or would you sit with your problems and work through your own problems? Because I can 100% guarantee you somebody has it worse. And if you're going through grief, death, like I've been through that as well. I'm not trying to say it like that. I'm just saying versus like your life really isn't as bad as you might think it is. So yeah. And I really had to slap myself in the face and tell myself that if you want to change your life, it's all up to you. Control the controllables and let go of the things you can't control. And those explained as is controllables are eating healthy, working out, having a positive mindset, applying for that job, maybe going less on your phone, picking up that book, starting that hobby you've wanted to start. Those are all controllables. Uncontrollables are that person not liking you. You got an injury. You um, went on a bad date and the person told you that you're ugly. Okay, that's an uncontrollable. But how you react is what will change the trajectory of your life versus just, yeah, it's just all on how you react. Because I promise you, like, everyone's projecting on other people, and there's really nobody. Everyone's out here is just thinking about themselves. Like, no one is thinking about what Susan's doing because blah blah blah. Unless like Susan just won like an Emmy, then that's gonna be in the news and stuff. But in all reality, we are the creators of our own life, and if we aren't doing the things that we want to do, what are we even doing? You are put on this earth to create, have fun, live a life that is so fulfilled that there's no other option than to fulfill the thing you're meant to do. And so many of us sit in this mindset of, I can't do this thing because I need this. I can't do this because I need that. You're never going to have it all in order to start. So just start and see where it goes. And I promise you, it's going to either go really, really well or you're going to learn from that mistake and you're going to grow from it anyways. So you can't lose in any situation when you really change your mindset and put the steps out there and take the steps that you need to take. Am I scared? Do I feel cringy? Yes. But do I love doing this? Do I love speaking on topics that really I feel passionate about? Of course I do. Because one day I want to be interviewed and be on a big time podcast and just share my story because I have such a unique, fun, interesting story because I didn't let the things that happened to me in my life define who I wanted to be and how I wanted to treat others and treat myself as well. I pride myself on growing, learning, and just being a human being that people want to be surrounded by. And I pride myself with the people that I surround myself with as well. because life is literally, sometimes it's fake. We are really only here for such a short time. So it's so important to live your wildest dreams and just know that they can become a reality if you just take those little itsy bitsy steps to get there. Like it's just crazy how much your life can change in just a few short 6 months or a year. And I just that's what I'm not trying to do and live and be is just this person that did everything she could to get to where she wanted to be and do all the things that I truly love doing. And that's creating, helping people, working out, eating well, loving. Like I love love so much. I'm a Scorpio, as you can tell. Like I will either really, really care about you or really, really will not care about you. And it takes a lot for me to walk away from someone, but when I do, there's no turning back for me, and that's it. That's the end of our road and end of our story. Once I feel some certain way about you, I will lock you out of my life forever because I've tried all I could do to be there for you and you just decided not to like care about it at all. So, yeah. I think that's all I'm going to talk about today. Thank you guys all for watching. I am so excited for you all to chase your dreams and live out your wildest, wildest, crazy stories that you could ever possibly imagine and do that thing you've always been wanting to do. Go out and do it. You only live once. YOLO AF. You got this, and I believe in you. I love you, and I'm so proud of you. Until next time, peace.